Yo, what's good with y'all, man? Man, do I have a video for y'all today. So, first of all, I want to give a huge shout out to my mommy, for talking to me after this event happened, and for guiding me in the right direction, and for calming me down. And I don't know if you obviously guys you don't know this about me yet, because I'm still I'm still putting myself out there in terms of my YouTube and my content and just in general. But I've always struggled with anger, right? Kind of like Zuko. I've always had, I don't want to say severe, but I've always had anger problems. I've had a hard time controlling my anger and um, compartmentalizing my emotions and redirecting them, portraying them in a way that is acceptable, socially acceptable, and just acceptable in the eyes of God. I've had a tendency in my youth and even now to be extremely disrespectful and very quite frankly mean to people who I feel like have disrespected me, or to people who I feel like have not have served as an obstacle. So I'm still working on that, but I appreciate my mom so much for helping me out. Anyway, let me tell you guys this story about this test that I had, and I really failed the test, but I didn't fail it completely. Right? I got like a D. I got like a 68. So look, so earlier this week, my aunt had asked me to pick up my cousin from a basketball game that he was going to. I picked him up, took him home. And I have three little cousins. They're all boys. Triplet. They're not triplets, but three boys, right? So when I dropped them off, I went inside the house, said hi to my aunt, and I was like, yo, like, I want to take y'all to the movies, because I've really been now that I'm back home, that I moved back. Now that I have moved back from Atlanta, I have been really trying to take advantage of me being home, and me being around my family, and doing everything I can for them while I have this great job and the opportunity to do it, because I know that I won't be here forever, and I know that I won't be here forever in this physical realm, in this earthly realm, but also in terms of just in Cleveland itself. Like, I'm not gonna be in Cleveland, hopefully in January. Hopefully by the end of the year, I'll be out of Cleveland. So I don't know how much longer I'll be in the immediate vicinity of my family, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, my grandparents, my sister, my brother. So I've been trying to do everything I can, at least, to spend time with them, and to make connections, and to make memories with them. So anyway, I told them, pick a movie, whatever, yada yada yada. I'll come pick y'all up. We'll go this weekend. So they texted me, the baby, his name is Sincere. So Sincere texted me, and he was like, yo, we want to go see House Party. That new movie with LeBron in it. We from Cleveland. LeBron everything. You already know what it is. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I end up buying the tickets, online, and there's a movie theater called it's a Cinemark in Valley View. If y'all from Cleveland, y'all know about that Valley View Cinemark. It is ghetto. It is ghetto. It is not, it's not it's ghetto. It's just that's it. It is what it is. So, and the reason why I picked that movie theater is because I had planned on, or I'm not gonna say I knew, because obviously I was wrong, but I planned on them, because the movie is rated R. I went with my cousins, the middle child, the third one. I went with two of them. I went with the oldest and the youngest. The middle one, he had a wrestling match today, so he was tired and he wanted to sleep in. So I went with my two, the oldest and the youngest. And you know, the oldest is he's a senior in high school, so he's 17, 18 maybe. I don't know. I'm not good at birthdays. I'm not good at ages. But anyway, so he was old enough essentially, and then the baby, right? Uh, he's in 6th grade. Anyway, so we went. I bought the tickets online. So we go inside, right? I have us. I have this, great conversation with them beforehand, talking about how I want them to be better than me and how I want them to, do the things that I couldn't do and that our parents couldn't do, our family couldn't do. So we get there, right? Walk in. And that was another reason why I had bought the tickets online, because, normally or sometimes when you go to the window, they'll ask like, oh, can I have your ID? Like, are you blah, 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 blah. And, so I was trying to avoid that. Anyway, so we get there, right? Walk in, walk past the counter. They have like a person who scans your tickets, right? It was a girl. So I walked up to her and she hit me off rip. She was like, can I see your ID? So I hit her with that. Riz, boy. I hit her with that Riz. It wasn't even really Riz though, right? It wasn't even really Riz. I hit her with that Riz. And she was like, you know what? I got you. I just don't feel like it today. I got you. But I really hit her with that Riz though, right? So she scanned our tickets. She was cool. Everything was Gucci. We walking in. She like Theater 17 to the right. I'm like, thank you, pretty lady. She smiled at me, Y'all know y'all boy. Playboy Chance. Anyway, so we walking in. We going to the... Bruh. This is why I really appreciate my mom, because when I had planned to make this video, I was going to go off on this dude. I was going to say a whole bunch of racist stuff and hateful stuff, but I'm glad that I talked to her beforehand so that I could, articulate this in a way that isn't going to like not destroy my brand, but like taint my brand, and to make you guys, not that I'm trying to portray an image or anything like that, but I definitely want to, that's just part of content creation, right? Part of being an artist. You want to portray the best parts, the best sides of you, right? Anyway, so this dude comes up to us. I'm not going to tell y'all his race, but he wasn't black and he wasn't white, right? All I'm going to say is bring Donald Trump back. Straight like that. But anyway. So he come up to us. He's like, hey, yo, like, can I see your IDs? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, leave me alone. Like, anyway, we get into like not an altercation per se, but, he asked me and, he's like, oh, y'all, they're too young to see the movie. You can't go see this movie. It's rated R. It's after 6 p.m. Whatever their policies are. Whatever. So, look, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all, right? Like I said in the beginning, I struggle with anger problems. I've always struggled with anger problems, my anger. So I told my cousins, my young bulls, to like, go to the car. I don't want y'all to see this. So they leave, they walk out. I start going off on this man, bro. I'm like, hey, look, bro, like, it's gonna be a problem. If it's like that, I need my refund immediately. Don't make me come back in here. Don't make me, like, it's going to be a problem for you, bro. It's tough. So, bro, all scared. I'm a tall black man. So he goes and talks to the police officer. And it's another, they got police officers in the movies. That's how you know it's ghetto. Because they got police officers. They got security. They got security in the club, bro. So he go up to this little police officer and he's like, oh, he's doing this, that, and third. And he's saying all this stuff to me. Police officer, he don't even look at him. Like he's very like nonchalant. He's like, look, bro, like I'm just here, whatever. Anyway, me and the police officer start talking. We actually have a really good conversation, and I'm talking to him. I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to, take my little cousins. I'm trying to take my family to see this movie. And he like, look, bro, I get it, but at the end of the day, they got rules, they got policies here. Like you gotta follow them, bro. It's tough, but I mean that's just how it go. And I'm like, you right, bro. And I'm like, I'm not mad at you. And I told him, because he could tell I was tight. He could tell I was hot. And he seen the way that I was talking to dude. Like, I was really, and I don't want to tell y'all, what I said to this man. you know, because it's not good. It's not good. I was very disrespectful. And that's another going off of my anger, right? My anger problems. Like my anger manifests. It's not really like I'm loud and I'm screaming. I'm very like disrespectful. Like I'm the type of dude I'll be like, that's why your mom died. Like I'll say some stuff like that. Like I'll really like try to destroy somebody. Like I will go for their heart. I'm not, bro. I'm aiming at your dome, bro. What is a vest? I don't care about that vest. I'm going for your dome. I'm going for your jugular, bro. So I was very disrespectful to this man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad about it at this point in time. But you know, I'm sure I will in the morning after I get a good night's sleep. And I'm like, I didn't have to say that. But anyway, me and a police officer ended up having a very good conversation. You know, like I said, I'm not mad at you, boss. Like, it's just this dude, like, he's just like that. Just it ruined my night. It ruined our night. We just want to come see a movie, and then, you know, anyway, I ended up leaving. We ended up leaving. You know, my cousins, they was like, "Hey, bro, like you should have kept us in there. We would have been on his neck." And I'm like, "Bro, no, that is exactly why I told y'all to leave. Because I don't want y'all to be like me. I don't want y'all to be, you know, I don't want y'all to see that side of me, to acquire those traits that I have, because it's not godly, honestly. Like that's the I don't want to say demonic aspect of me, but that is like the worst part of me, right? The worst parts of me are when I'm angry and when I'm irritated, and then I'll be like, "Oh nah, bro, like I'm finna ruin your life." Anyway, took them home. You know, I'm like, "Yo, we gonna come back on a weekday where they're not as strict." You know, because like I said, it's a ghetto movie theater. It's like, bro, like why are you doing that? And then anyway, so I call my mom. As soon as I got them off, I called my mom and I was like, "Look, mom, can I vent to you real quick? Like, I'm sorry for cussing in advance and being like this." So I explained to her the whole situation, and she was like, that's not you, and that you really need to think about, not your image per se, but just think about the repercussions of your actions. You got to think. You got to be conscious. You got to think about what you say and how this will affect or offend certain people and the future repercussions. Your boss could see this, your job could see this, some person who would have potentially given you, that avenue to be even more successful later in life could see this and be like, "Oh, like I don't want that type of person." So she basically calmed me down, and she made me really see things in their proper. Excuse me. She really made me see things in their proper perspective, and I really appreciate her for that, and once again, going back to my video about redirecting lightning, right? So in this situation, and this is why early in the video I said that like I failed this test, because I redirected that lightning that he had shot at me. Bruh came up to me. He was like, "Oh, they can't see these movies, blah blah blah." Bro, I'm Zuko in that. Boy, I got them tiger eyes, boy. I'm shooting right back at you, bro. I'm not shooting that away. I'm shooting that right at your heart. I'm shooting that right at your neck, because how dare you say that to me? But once again, that's a manifestation of pride. That's something that my family and black people, and so-called black people in general, struggle with, is pride and feeling like, "Oh, I'm that guy. Like, how dare you say this to me? How dare you come up to me, bro? I'm giving you money. I'm doing this, and you out here trying to stop me? How dare you?" And then, like I said, this wasn't even a black dude, so that made it even worse, because I was extremely like, when I talk to my people, I try to be like respectful, but when it's somebody of another race, and that might be racist, bro, like it is what it is. But with him, and like I said, he wasn't black and he wasn't white. I'm not gonna say what race he was, but there's only so many other races, alleged races, that they could be. So I was very like, I was on go. I was like, "Yo, bro, you illegal dude, you're not finna talk to me like that." Anyway, I I just wanted to vent for y'all because, like I said, I need to redirect this lighting because even after that conversation with my mom, I'm still like upset about it, to be honest with you. And I don't want to, or I don't want you guys to think that I'm trying to portray this messianic Christ-like image of myself, because I am not. I am not Christ. I am not Ahia, Yeshua, Joshua, Jesus. I am not them. You know, I am a sinful human being, and I need healing. I need to be better. You know? So hopefully this video can help you put things in proper perspective. To really think about your actions and what you're doing. And also something that my mom said to me on the phone, because like I said, like I was talking to this dude crazy, like man to man. Like if a dude said what I said to this dude to me, blinked off top. No, you're not talking to me like that. So she was like, you know, like, you've always been anointed. You've always been covered by God. You've always been taken care of, because you really could have got arrested for that, for what you said to that person, for what you were like saying. Like, you really could have got arrested. That cop really could have been like, yo, like, you're tripping. Like, you could have, but like it didn't go like that, you know? God has always been protecting me. He's always been, you know, giving me second chances and looking out for me. Second chances. My chance. But you know, I'm gonna try to be better, Father. I know, I see you. I know, Dad. I know that I have problems that I need to deal with, and that I had to be better. But you know, I got that dog in me. I have that like primal male aggression, where if someone steps to me, or if someone tries to confront me or tries to stop me, I am going to try to destroy you. And it's not going to be no, oh, like, you know how you see in the movies, or like the hero is always like, oh, I'm going to, you know, let this person live and, you know, give him a second chance, and I think that he can improve and try to be better. Like, no, bruh, I am going to cut off your head in front of your family, in front of your daughter, in front of your kids, in front of your mom, and I'm gonna make you watch. I'm gonna make them watch as you bleed out and die. That was very graphic and mean, but like, I'm just trying to be honest with y'all, because that's not like, I don't have that I do have it sometimes, you know, but when I really get to that point, is really like, no, I'm going to destroy you and everything you stand for and everything that you love. I want everything that you represent or that you like to burn. So I need to work on that. But, you know, like I said, I'm just trying to be honest with y'all. I'm trying to be open with y'all, as open as I can without being disrespectful and offensive, you know, like my mom said. But yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all about that situation, because once again, I went through another test. You know, Satan, or God himself is always testing me, and he uses Satan to, you know, really push my buttons and to give me hard questions. And, you know, honestly, like I said, like, I feel like I failed that test originally, but there were some things that I did. I didn't fail it. I got a D. I didn't pass, but I didn't fail. Because like I said, I separated my cousins. I was like, yo, I don't want y'all to see, because I felt the anger coming. I felt like that side of me coming out. And I was like, look, y'all need to go away. I don't want y'all to see this. And then just calling my mom and being like, I need to vent to you. I need to tell you what is going on, because I'm about to do something that I feel like in my heart, and, you know, is wrong, and I shouldn't do this, but like, I really want to do it, because I am very, like, I'm triggered right now. So, oh man, but that was my night. You know, I went to see my grandma today. I tried to get my sister a journal. I couldn't find anything. So there was a lot of stuff that didn't go right for me today. But yeah, I just wanted to vent that situation, you guys, to, expose you to the true me, to more of myself. Because, I know, and basically all of my videos up to this point, I've been very, calm and, oh, you should do this and you should do that and you should read. But, like, I'm not going to say the real me, but, like, another aspect of me is like, yo, I be turned. I be shiesty. See, shiesty. No cap. Free Pooh shiesty, man, by the way. But, you know, like I said, and honestly, I don't feel bad about like what I said to that person at this point in time. Just being completely honest with y'all, but I know I probably will, tomorrow. And I'm gonna say my prayers tonight. I'm gonna read my Bible tonight. I'm gonna journal about my experience today, and I'm gonna take my cousins to see that movie. So, and then like I said, not to be all. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm gonna stop thinking about that person. I'm just let it all out. Anyway, man, I appreciate y'all for listening as always. Once again, shout out to my mommy, shout out to my dukes for always looking out for me, for always giving me great advice, for helping me, for leading me, for making a king. And by chance.